Hi, this is another one of my weekly growth videos for State of Survival. In the past week there was an update. I haven't made any video on the update, but I guess the major thing was that the way the Intel works has changed. In the initial version, the initial way it was introduced was quite annoying because you more or less had to start from scratch. But now it is, it's not so bad actually. You do get quite some nice number of ingredients for your hero, so that's quite okay, and it's not too hard to. You don't have to spend too much stamina or time to do this. So my troops are still returning, I guess. Okay, so that's quite okay. I just keep going, keep doing many missions. I still have a huge amount of stamina. I just don't. Not sure why that one was coming up. Probably clicked on it before. I'm just, normally I do find it quite time consuming, and I only do monsters with one march where I have Travis in to reduce the stamina cost. But in the end I have a huge amount of these stamina items. Probably many players have similar or even higher amounts. So that is going quite slowly, but I do plan, if I have some time or when I have some time, I do plan to work up on my Intel as soon as possible to get better rewards daily. So that's quite nice. Initially, like I said, I thought it was bad, but it's actually quite nice. Okay, so for the rest, currently I have my headquarters 26 finished. I'm currently upgrading my hero precinct, and I have already upgraded 2 of my 3 troop training buildings. I will show it in a second. Just want to grab these first. Nothing very interesting. So of 2 of the 3 I am already training tier 9 troops now, and 1 I'm still upgrading the garage. So that's quite nice as well. So after that I probably start. One thing I want to do is upgrade all my training camps to 26. Every time it increases the training speed a bit and the training capacity a bit. So that's I think it's relatively cheap to upgrade these buildings when you look at the time. So I think since we want to keep training as much as possible, it is a good investment to try to keep these up as much as possible. And I'm actually lacking a bit at the moment, so I want to catch up on that, and maybe during the Alliance Throwdown do some speed training. So I want to have these upgraded first. Currently I've done all the research that I can to increase my troop training speed, so I can't do anything there. Okay, so for the rest, I do want to upgrade all other buildings to 26 as much as possible, to 25. Probably first thing once I have my troop training buildings done is to go for my assembly point, and after that for the command station, because having those determine the command station determines the rally capacity. That's a very important one. After that, probably the university, the research lab, that is going to unlock some new research levels, but it's also always very, very useful. So that's it for the buildings. For the research in general, I'm now back to doing some combat or battle research. I've actually been doing some development, and since all these projects are taking quite a lot of time, it is really taking me maybe 1 week just doing a few development projects. But now, until after I'm doing a new upgrade, I'm focusing on the battle category first. And what I'm currently, I want to work towards just do 1 of each level, so I've still quite a long way to go, because these easily take 2 days a piece. and I want to work towards March capacity 5. So once I have reached Research Lab 26, hopefully soon after that I can start researching the first level of that March capacity, although it's still a long time before I get there. But okay, that's my current focus for the research. For heroes, I haven't made any improvement to my Median Frank, although I do understand from my alliance mates that it is actually possible to get some fragments via the Intel now as well. So I'm definitely planning to work up on that, and so that I can improve that one, because that's still has a lot of potential for improvement. I have made some improvements to Eva and to Chef. They are both now Colonel 1 and level 70, so that is quite nice. I'm now getting them to the next level is or at the next step, so going through Colonel, that will take quite some time, because I need 120 fragments per step. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 to the next, so 5 steps. So that is definitely going to take some time, but time is something you're going to need in this game. So we'll just work through that, towards that slowly. Okay, for the hero gear, nothing really special. I didn't make any improvements there. I now have 1259 hero gear parts, and it's still a mix of the second set of hero gear. And there is an alliance throwdown about to start, and I plan to do a couple of quests there that is going to give me give the alliance some points for improving my hero gear. So that is the plan there. Maybe I already did last week, not completely sure. I improved my VIP 4 to 5. I did spend some biocaps on that. I think that was also part of one of the last missions I did for the previous Alliance Showdown, so I might have already shown this in the previous video. There's nothing really major here, but it's just part of working towards higher VIP levels. And so now and then I might spend some biocaps on this, not because I feel it's very much worth it to go from 4 to 5 or from 5 to 6, but definitely at a certain moment you will start to some levels where you do get more benefit. The squad backpack capacity maybe a little bit, but troop formations extra, always nice. And I think here an extra March slot at VIP 8, that is where it really starts to be very interesting. And a quick switch equip that I guess then comes with VIP 10, definitely going to be nice. And VIP troop defense from VIP 9, also interesting. Troop attack that is going to be added at VIP 10. So definitely a lot of interesting things happen later, but for now, it's not that interesting yet, but I'll just spend some biocaps so now and then to help work towards this higher VIP level. Okay, that's it for the VIP. For my chief, I'm currently at level 40. I might, I just have to keep upgrading my buildings. That is the major way. I mentioned that before. The main way of getting the chief XP is via the growth missions. So I have to keep working on those, and that is hopefully going to get me to some more level upgrades soon. I still have some way to go, but ultimately, I mean, the main interesting part for the economy tree is reaching the next tech improvement level. I do need to upgrade quite some levels, but once I have maxed this, that would be very very nice, a very big improvement. But so far I still have to do 9 metal haulage before I can even start to the next tech improvement. So that is a major major goal, because the research is currently getting, the timers are getting very long, so that's definitely something that would be a nice improvement if I can speed it up. And for the rest, as I said in my previous videos, I'm switching a lot between economy and war when I look at the talent trees, and having extra points to assign to war is of course also a major benefit as well. Okay, for my chief gear, haven't really made any improvements yet, and I'm still having a 6 pieces in the second set, and I need a lot of this adhesive to go to the next set, and I don't have much of that at all, and that's hard to come by, so that's a bit of a problem, or a major problem for me. And the medals, I still haven't done anything with that, because I haven't spent anything yet. So even though I have unlocked or upgraded my headquarters past level 25, I haven't been able to enjoy the medals yet. So currently I'm keep saving up a lot of stuff. I have quite some resources in stock at the moment, which is nice, but of course I also have to be a bit careful, because it's also making me a target. But hopefully soon I can start the next headquarters upgrade, and that is really going to be going to use up the majority of the, maybe even more. I haven't looked at of what I have left. So for the headquarters 27, you need the barracks and the hero precinct. Barracks I have already done. So I use up a lot of my resources once I'm able to start that upgrade. So that's nice. But I have a lot of resources compared to this. I have a lot of resources still in the backpack as well, and that is of course important to be able to keep growing. So I currently have 575 million food, 581 million wood, 177 million metal, and 49 million gas. So that's quite nice. Speed ups I've also been collecting since the previous Alliance Throwdown stopped, so I have currently more than 8 days in general speed ups, 4.5 days of research speed up, 8 days in building speed ups. I didn't really pay a lot of attention, but I think I got quite some when the Intel building was replaced by the new radar post, or whatever they call it in the documentation, and you can no longer upgrade it. We got compensated for having upgraded it, and I guess that's where I got quite some speed ups, so that's quite nice, and some resources as well, I guess. For troop training I have a little bit over 5 days of speed ups. It's not all very huge, but definitely will allow me to do some nice Alliance Throwdown missions, so that's nice. For the rest, I just keep collecting stuff, so hopefully I can benefit from that soon. So last week I made kind of a mistake. I was a bit too enthusiastic in the time during the kill stage, and I attacked the target without scouting probably, and there were a lot of troops in there with quite reasonable buffs, so I had quite some significant losses. That's where I went down from, I think, around 31 million, I think, something like that, to low 28. I'm now recovering a bit. I'm also still healing a bit, but I lost quite a lot of troops. That's also why I want to have some extra focus to have these upgraded again, so that I can really keep training as much as possible. Because throughout the game, I know this from other games, and you always should keep training and having. You should make sure you have many troops, and currently I don't have a lot. So definitely I want to work on that more. Okay, for the I think I've already mentioned what my main focus is. I want myself and the Alliance to do well in the Alliance Throwdown again, and I want to do troop training, but first upgrade those training camps to the max, even though the benefit is individually is quite small. If you look at increasing the training capacity, increasing the training speed with only 0.2%, but in the end it does help you. So if you're planning to spend speed ups, better to make sure that you already have this max, and also for your normal training. You will benefit from that for the rest of the time that you play this game. Okay, that was it for this week. I hope it has been useful, and if you have any questions or comments, please share them. That's always much appreciated. Thanks.